YPR.
This is season 2.
It's your boy E.T. Be phenomenal or be forgotten.
Take advice from the people that are getting the results.
I love it. I love it. It's go time. This is about to be explosive.
I can definitely say it was the best decision I've made.
Wow.
You know, enjoy the ride. It's definitely a fun ride.
YPR Radio.
What up? Hey, it's your boy E.T. Welcome to another edition of YPR Radio. Look, we're in Phoenix. They're saying it's cold. I don't get it. I see the sun outside. I can feel the sun, actually. So it's about 50 degrees, man. This is like a summer day in Michigan. I'm excited. We're back outside again, second series of our second season. And, man, I'm here with Tyler. Tyler, man, talk to us. Where you from, and how did you get here, man?
Well, originally I'm from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Went to high school at Kennett Square High School, and ended up at Penn State University after graduating in 2011. You know, my family's moved around a little bit, and just through the business, I've been all over the place. You know, it's been exciting. I was in San Diego about a week ago, then back out to Philly. You know, we were touring around at home a little bit, big regional in the Northeast. Shout out to those guys that put that together. That was a huge success. Now I'm out here, excited to get back to Miami where it's warm. But I love the lifestyle, traveling all the time.
Good. So just tell me, so one day you're in high school, next day you're in college, now you're in Phoenix with Vima. How did that all happen?
Well, you know, it was kind of a blessing in disguise. You know, I met my good buddy to this day, Andrew Yeager, at Penn State. We were put on the same dorm floor just by chance. So it's crazy to think that had I not gone to Penn State, I applied and got into like 6 different schools. Would have never met Andrew. He would later go on to introduce me to the concept and you know, Vima, this company. And so, you know, that summer after our freshman year, we really, you know, took this thing by storm, and it's just been, you know, a ripple effect ever since. And it's brought me, you know, all around the country, ending here.
Yeah, you know, man, one of the things I keep hearing, you know, is we're in a recession. You know, I keep hearing people talk about there are little to no opportunities. And then every time I come to Phoenix, you know, I'm hearing young people talk about, you know, how they're taking it by storm, you know. So talk to me, man, like in a world right now where there seems to be economic, you know, challenges, there seems not to be a lot of opportunities. How has this company provided opportunities for you?
Well, I think that's such a big part of, you know, why this whole thing's moving so fast, you know, given the timing of it. I mean, the company itself, obviously being, you know, in the early stages is really exciting, but just the economy with where it's at has created such a natural need for something new and different. I mean, I feel like so many people are going down that same path, you know, status quo, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but I knew, you know, myself, I was looking for something different, and, you know, between the product line and just the culture of the company and everything's fallen into place to just create such a powerful opportunity here. We like to say the perfect storm of opportunity, and that's what makes this story so compelling to share.
So you are, if I'm not mistaken, help me, star president.
Correct.
Good.
Presidential.
So how did you go from, like, man, the bottom to star presidential? Like, how did that happen for you?
Well, I think my story is pretty unique. I feel like a lot of people, they tend to just see the success at the end of the end of the path. When I was at Penn State, you know, just a personal decision for me. I went back my sophomore year. You know, second weekend, just decided that you know, school wasn't for me at that given time. You know, I saw you always say it's the opportunity of a lifetime, but if taken advantage of during the lifetime of the opportunity, I saw that. Now was now with Vima, you know, and so I ended up taking some time off of school. I was in a fraternity, pretty active in that. Ended up leaving the fraternity, got my own apartment where I could focus, you know, quit my job. You know, I was at the diamond level, went out and got my car right away. So I've made a lot of sacrifices. You know, I hear it all the time, you've got to give up to go up in order to get to where I'm at. And I think that's, you know, that's really big. If you want to see the big numbers, you know, in a fairly short period of time, you've really got to, you know, prioritize and understand, you know, what's important, I think is big.
Wow. So, I mean, this is deep. College, left college. I'm sure there were individuals who probably tried to discourage you during that time frame.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
He smiled.
yeah, I mean, there were a lot of people that doubted me, and that's what kind of motivated me, what kind of fueled me. At first the parents really didn't believe in it, and most of my friends, there was the select few that kind of shared the vision, and, they're still with me to this day, some of which we're going to interview here. But yeah, I mean, that's all part of the process.
Wow. Okay, so you make it seem as if, you started Star Presidential. It's kind of like Diamond. You just boom, boom, everything went great for you. Was there ever time in this business, every time as you were moving and growing, that you got discouraged?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be times where, something will happen and it'll kind of set you back, and you're like, well, whoa, is this really going to work? But I feel like you just got to believe in yourself, I think, is the most important part. And then, on top of that, believe in others more than they
Absolutely.
believe in themselves.
Absolutely.
Is what's going to, really push you forward, a big quality for a leader to have. And yeah, ever since getting to the Star Presidential level, I've even been stuck, for the last 6 or 7 months, and I'm not worried about it. I understand it's all part of the process. There's going to be ups and downs. I'm grateful for what's happened, and I'm just excited for the next step.
Good. So let's talk about, the TylerSmall way. So like, if you were talking to a group of people who are just getting started, or who have had a measure of success and boom, they hit a wall, like, give us your 1 or 2 steps, or 1 or 2 thought processes, or 1 or 2 methods that you would use that help you to actually start from the bottom and actually get to where you are.
Yeah, definitely. I think a big thing that we're really trying to stress to the newest person today, as this whole thing is unfolded, there's success stories, left and right. And, it's all great and everything, but when we got started, it was fairly new, the young people involved with this company. So I think by default, it's really forced us or forced us in the past to kind of have to figure this thing out on our own. And there's a lot of success stories now and a lot of credibility you can leverage and stories you can leverage. But I feel like, sometimes the newest person takes that for granted, and as a result, they fail to kind of take their own initiative. And I think that the only way you get good in this business is by falling on your face and just persevering through the tough times and learning from your mistakes. There's no such thing as failure if you learn from it. And so I encourage the newest person to leverage their upline for the credibility in the story, but don't expect them to do everything, I guess. And I encourage you to kind of take your own initiative and go out there and seek failure, because I feel like, the more no's you get, you're one step closer to a yes, just for an example. So just going out there, getting really good at sharing the story, sharing your own story. I feel like, all the information is the same between the company, the product, the concept, but just kind of insert your own story into it. And I mean, Tom Alcaz, the #1 incomer, he's told me from the beginning that he or she that shares his or her story the most wins.
Oh, wow. I love it. I love it. So we have personalize it, because I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. Yep, it's a great company, but you do have to personalize it. You're talking about persevering. That it's going to be tough. You might have weeks and weeks and weeks of success, and then you may go through a drought.
Yeah.
And more importantly, you're saying preparation.
Right.
Not waiting on other individuals, but finding a way yourself, to take initiative. So let me ask you this. You said you went all in, right? You were in college. I think your sophomore year, you decided, like, this is for me. Right. You made some sacrifices, left the fraternity. And again, like you said, it wasn't a thing of abandoning. It was a thing of prioritizing.
Right.
Like this is an opportunity of a lifetime. I got to take advantage of it now. But can you help somebody? They're not necessarily at Penn State. They're not necessarily in a fraternity, but they want to understand what that all-in mentality is. When did you go all in, or can you explain to us what it means to go all in?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just, my buddy Jesse, who we're going to interview in a little bit here, he likes to say that, your wealth is determined with, by what you do in your spare time. And so, really just questioning yourself, if VEMA is something you want to succeed in, throughout the day, are you doing things that are helping progress your business forward, whether it's personal development, sharing the story with someone new, training a new group, just doing something that's relevant to your business. Or even, VEMA aside, if you want to go out and be successful in whatever it is you're passionate about, don't get caught up in the parties and, just doing the things kids our age like to do, if that's not going to help, take you to where you want to be.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let me ask you this, because you talked about personal development, and we know that's a big part
right.
of this company. That's the thing I love about it. You know, you have a lot of other companies where, for real, their focus is just making money. You know, but I have grown myself. You know, I've connected with the likes of Bob Proctor, and I've been mentored by BK. And in my own business, you know, working with these guys has helped in the last year. Just, I mean, you've seen the growth. As a young person, and especially your group that you work with, how have you seen yourselves grow as humans as a result of this company?
It's a good question. I think personal development is the biggest thing. You know, I was introduced to the book Think and Grow Rich, you know, in the beginning stages of this business, and that had a huge impact on just, you know, mentally, you know, how I think and how I guess, attack life even, you know, Vima aside. And I try to push personal development a lot, you know, just because they say you have to expand your mind before you can expand or grow your business. It all starts and ends with you, you know, and I think that with Vima, I like to tell the newest person, even someone that's not involved, the most valuable thing that I've taken from this is not the money, you know, not at all, but more so the mindset I've obtained through, you know, a self-education. They say a formal education will get you a job, a self-education will, you know, help make you a fortune. Just studying successful people and applying the principles they've used into my own business. And the network of people that are starting to think just as I do. And I think that's the most powerful thing that I feel is the true young people revolution.
Let's go. Let's go. We got 3 people here, 3 of your guys here. We're going to start off with Jesse. Just give us a little background on Jesse, and let's go to work.
Okay, so this kid, Jesse Clower, he is absolutely the most excited person in the entire business. If you ask anyone in my group, they know his name. It's crazy how it happened. I was traveling around the Northeast. I remember it like it was yesterday. I got a call from one of my buddies. He's like, hey, this kid Jesse just enrolled. He's got, you know, 7 to 10 kids at his school. He's on his way from, you know, point A to point B. I was traveling through Pennsylvania. Could you stop by? And I was so tempted to just say, you know, let me Skype in, or, I'm in a rush. I don't have time for it. But I ended up going, and obviously it's been a huge game changer for my business. He's a huge reason, you know, I'm at where I'm at. You know, he's seen a ton of success in such a short period of time, and he's got a really, really strong why. So, you know, real quick side note, you know, don't forget how valuable that one person could be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jesse, it sounds like you're that one valuable person. Talk to us, man. How has it been being a part of this great company, man?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, Jess? I can hear you, man.
Awesome. Oh, my God. So such a pleasure to be on, you know, this phone call with you guys. It's been an amazing journey. Just, you know, I was on stage actually last week over in the Poconos talking in front of over, you know, 1,000 people and over plus 2,000 people on Ustream on the internet.
Wow.
And it was on stage. I was just like, wow, this is absolutely amazing. Just helping people at the same time. And, you know, I think one of the main reasons why I'm kind of doing this whole entire thing is, you know, to put my mom out of, you know, her job. I watched it, you know, the restaurant was getting taken away from her and stuff, and I think, you know, doing this and, you know, my success has definitely fueled her to, you know, work harder towards her goals. So I think that's definitely a big part of my success.
Jesse, talk to us, man. You know, it's people out there, you know, they're kind of like, you know, in the balance, like, man, it sounds great. I've heard a lot of great stories, but I don't know if I can personally be a part, you know, of that success. I mean, you just got started not, you know, that long ago. What would you say to that person?
Honestly, the first thing I would say to that person is form your own opinion on it. You know, don't let anyone else try to convince you that, you know, this thing is real or it's happening. You have to form your own opinion on it. And, you know, the reason why I just got so excited and jacked up about this thing is because I was that type of kid who was always had these big dreams, goals, and aspirations. I never had that vehicle to, you know, take me there. So for the newest person, form your own opinion on it.
Right.
Form your own opinion on it and see how it can fit in your life and take it from there. Because that's what I did.
Man, hey, you should be here. I need to be interviewing you, man. You should be here. So make sure you get here. I can't wait, man. Thank you so much. You know, he unfortunately, Tyler has about 5 more people we have to interview. So that's all the time we have, man. But it's good meeting you. Hopefully, you know, Vegas, the convention, hopefully we'll connect there, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep that energy, man, and that passion, because there's so many people who have a fire inside of them. They just don't have a person that can ignite that for them. And it's people like you, you know, with your energy and your passion that make people believe. So good talking to you, Jesse, man. Take care, And like I said, hopefully I'll see you in the near future.
Thanks a lot.
All right, no problem. All right, so we got Turner. Turner next. Talk to us about Turner.
All right, so yeah, Turner Simon, he's probably my best friend from high school. I went to, believe it or not, a different high school my freshman year and went to Kennett High School sophomore through senior year. Turner, same story. He was at a different high school, so we kind of met that sophomore year, both new to the school, new to the environment, and we just clicked. Man, we've been friends ever since. He was the first one, that I enrolled. He believed in me and in the vision of the company before I even made a dime. And that's a big part of his story. But he's seen a ton of success along the way. We now live together in Miami, so going from high school and partying in garages and basements, and now living in Miami, it's crazy to kind of see our dreams unfolding, but obviously still a long way to go.
Is he in Miami now?
He is. Oh no, he's in Texas building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hope it's warmer in Texas than it is in Phoenix. Turner, your boy Tyler is cold right now. He's cold. I need to take him to Detroit with me for about a month. Well, we don't get any sun. Hey, talk to us real quick before we talk about Verb. What is it like being in a business with somebody that you've known for such a long time, man? What's that feeling like?
It's crazy. It's kind of crazy seeing the journey, that we've been on these past, 16, 17 months, how much we've changed, not just the money and the new lifestyle, but so much as a person. And, just so much our mindsets have grown and kind of focusing on stuff that matters for our future. It's kind of crazy seeing the progress from day one.
So Turner, let me ask you this real quick. So let's go before Verb, right? Before Verb, now you guys are in Verb now. You're doing it. What's the difference, man? What's it like waking up now, being a part of this company versus waking up 2 years ago?
Yeah. Now, I feel like, we almost wake up to accomplish something through the day. Get something from the day and not just through the day. Whereas before, kind of just waking up, going through the motions and, just seeing what would happen, not really having a plan, not really having anything that we needed to get done. And now I think we have goals and, stuff we want to accomplish and kind of places that we want to go and things that we want to accomplish in our lives.
Love it. I mean, let's be honest. When you have a reason for getting up and you've got a day and some goals, for real, man, that's the most valuable thing in the world. There's so many people who are not reaching their potential, who are not living up, to their dreams and go, because for real, they're just waking up and they don't have anything to wake up for. So I'm glad to hear that, Turner. Look, hopefully I'll see you next year at convention. May 2014 blow 2013 out the water. And, man, thanks for coming on.
Of course. Thanks for having me, T.
All right, man. I'll see you when I see you. All right, so we got Justin. I told y'all, you got about 5 or 6.
This is it.
All right, this is it. All right, so Justin, talk to us, man. Give us some background on Justin.
So this kid Justin Meyer is actually a good friend through my my stepbrother back in high school. He kind of, his story's funny because he was at an event back when I was brand new, and he was the kid that just had his arms crossed in the back of the room, just thought it was, the biggest BS in the world, and went home and, kind of watched it unfold for a few months and saw that it was real and ended up getting involved. He's been one of the, guys with me from the beginning. He just picked up his car a couple days ago, so he's beyond excited. And, we got his brother Evan down here. I'm not sure if Evan's with him, but, real quick, Evan's story is powerful just because he never really believed in Vima or was interested in Vima for almost a year, I want to say, but actually tuned into the Las Vegas convention we had in last April and saw that it was a movement. He saw that it was a lot more than just an orange can. He saw that it was a movement that had potential to change an entire generation, so that's really what attracted him into it. But
Justin, talk to me, baby. How you doing?
I'm doing good, EC. How you doing?
Oh, man. Hey, I'm in Phoenix. There's sun. All right, so I'm doing great. There was no sun when I left Detroit this morning. Just talk to me real quick. Why are you a believer? What happened?
The biggest thing for me when Tyler first started, I didn't see the whole big picture. I didn't see where it was going. And then I kind of broke it down and saw the products and saw the people involved and saw the education side of it. And it really just made sense to me that we're kids, I'm 19 years old, and we're learning how to be entrepreneurs, personally develop ourselves, learn public speaking skills, and a broad vision of everything of what's going on. And I saw, if I fit this in my life now, where can my future take me? It has unlimited potential later on after what this movement will do for myself.
Absolutely. So look, Just, for real, you're on the other side now. So Talk to those people who were on the side that you were on before you got on this side. What would you say to those individuals?
Exactly. So I was the complete opposite of what I am now. Didn't believe in it. And the biggest thing you guys have to listen to or realize is that break down the whole concept, the money aside, the business aside, and really see that if you plug this thing in your life part-time, and work it whenever you have that free time, it'll get you out of a lot of trouble, one. You'll meet a bunch of new friends, two. So being a young kid for myself and going in my freshman year at Temple University last year, it was one of the best decisions I ever could have made. Not even making a dime for 5 months straight, not even enrolling a single person for 5 months in the business. I loved every single minute of it because I knew those training calls and those books I was reading will eventually compound over time. Will make a huge difference in my future.
Wow. Yeah. And I ask you the question because there are so many people, man, who are where they are because they don't see the big picture, and I don't, mind people saying no, but it seems like some people say no before they even give, yes a shot, and so I kind of want you to speak to them because, you were just there. So if anybody knows, and so I love it. Like you said, beside the business, beside the money, there's some other tangibles, for young people your age, that it's worth it just because of the professional development, the leadership, the team building. So phenomenal. We're running out of time, man. Like I said, hopefully I'll see you convention. Hopefully we'll see each other soon. Look, for real, make 2014 just blow 2013 out of the water. And I hope you and your guys, man, your group, that you guys exceed your expectations. So I hope to see you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, ET. I'll see you soon.
All right, baby. All right. So, Tyler, this is it. We only got a couple minutes left. Just advice that they've given it, but now advice that you would give to new people.
I think my biggest piece of advice is just be confident in where you're going. In the beginning, Luke Kish was my biggest mentor, and he didn't have a doubt in his mind that this thing would work. And, not only I, but, other people bought into that. I feel like it's like Vima aside, and it comes back to believing in yourself and, the way that you, I guess, create high belief is through educating. So back to personal development, obviously, but just having conviction. Tony Robbins talks about it all the time. If someone can trust that you're going to succeed or, is comfortable that in your ability to succeed, and, secondly, you offer that you can help them and you can bring them along for the ride, there's no reason they wouldn't, buy into that. So, obviously Vima's phenomenal company, innovative, incredible product line, but, the business aside, it all comes down to your influence and just, how strongly you believe in that you'll succeed.
Absolutely. Look, guys, you're out there. You're on the fence. Just do me a favor. Get off the fence.
Yeah.
That's not a good place to be, right? So make a decision, right? And not only this interview, but you'll hear interview after interview of young people who are making it happen. And here's the deal. If one person can do it, then it means you can do it.
Absolutely.
So, again, opportunity of a lifetime, it has an expiration date on it.
Yeah.
No opportunity lasts forever. And there is actually a peak time for each opportunity. And so, if you're not going to be a part of this company, ask yourself why. And if you are, make that decision, put in 120%, and one day you too can be, YPR Radio, telling your story, and not just telling your story, but living your dreams. Once again, it's your boy E.T. saying, welcome to another edition of, this has been a great special edition with Tyler Small, great edition of YPR Radio. I'll see you when I see you.